All right. We are back. How's it going? We're here on a beautiful Friday night. I don't have a cord for my controller. I put the damper on things. I got one. I'll just have to grab it. We're here on a beautiful Friday night. It has been a great day. Got to chill out a little bit. Whoa! Whoa, Randy coming in with the biddies. Let's go. Randy, how you doing? Welcome in. Shadow, same thing goes to you, of course. Thank you both for being here at the beginning of stream. But Randy, thank you for the bits, man. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you all are doing well. Good, tired, and sore. We've been doing some of them honeydews, more of them honeydews. That's what's going on. I remembered I've been struggling to find a cord for my controllers that works. And I was stealing the one for my wireless charger for my phone. Oh, come on. But then I remembered that the Fire Stick for the TV right behind me is also the right input. So now I don't have to unplug my wireless controller or my wireless charger, and I have a longer cable. So you got a new job. That's sweet. What are you doing? What are you doing? Also, we picked up ombre. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. A little bit of ombre. It's actually a super sweet decal. I've been waiting to see this for a while, dude. It was only like 100 credits in the shop today. I picked it up earlier today. I didn't play it all today, but I did kind of see what was going on in the shop earlier. Maybe I did play a game or two. I don't remember. But it looks so sweet, dude. It's such a good looking one. Like if you do the Mina Fennec, but with the ombre, oh, it just looks so good. So I don't really have a plan for the night. As always, it kind of seems like, oh my goodness, we got Nightbot coming in this early. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. Dude, I just look at this. Look at this car. Look at this setup. It looks so good, dude. I think that's sick. Very tasteful. But I don't really have a plan for today. Just going to kind of work on mechanics. I don't even know how fast I'll go into competitive games. Or games at all, casual or competitive. Kind of just want to work on getting some mechanics down and focus on things that I feel like I'm lacking. And then we'll go and see how comp goes probably later in the night. Saw, dude. It's windy AF. We can't see. You can't see? It's that windy? So I was reading from the top or from the bottom up, Randy. I did see that you messaged first. Work for a rock company running the loader. Hey, let's go, dude. Running deliveries in the dump truck? That's sick. So do you need a CDL for that truck? You must. No, on the screen? What? Also, yeah, you're right. I can't. I forgot to switch it over. I thought I hit the button, but apparently I didn't. That's on me. Thank you for reminding me. I would have looked over in like another second and realized. Thank you for reminding me, though. So, anyways, this decal is sick. I think it looks so good, dude, with like the Mina setup, but with the ombre decal, I think it's tasteful. I think it looks very good. But no, we're just gonna be running up games like training tonight. Probably do another rings, do a air dribble map perhaps. Do some training packs, just stuff to get warmed up. So Randy, enlighten me. I am curious, unless you're already typing. Yeah, there you go. Single axle Peterbilt Class C. Okay. So that means if it's a single axle, but it's a diesel, it's a Peterbilt, so it's a diesel pusher. That means that it also doesn't have air brakes, right? Otherwise, you would need a CDL. Even if it was single axle. Well, single axle diesel pusher wouldn't. Yeah. It does have air brakes. Interesting. I thought all diesel pushers, regardless of axle, if they were diesel pusher with air brake, required CDL. Clearly, I'm wrong about that. You got a new decal. It looks insane. Which one? Enlighten me, Shadow. I am curious. You tend to have very clean presets, so I'm curious. It's called Fire God. Fire God is sick, dude. That's such a good looking one. You're talking about this one. I don't have it, but I can emulate it. Obviously not that one. Just chill out for a second. I'm talking about this one. Obviously, you know, other colors and stuff, but that's what you're talking about. Fire God is sick. I've wanted that one for a while. It's just always in the shop for super expensive. It does not look good, in my opinion, with Mina colors. At least with my specific orange, it would have to be lighter. But no, it's a good one. Got it from trading in items. Really? You got that lucky? I feel like that's a really good trade-in. That's sick. So yeah, either way, we're just gonna kind of be goofing around in free play for a little while. Probably go run a rings map in a second, and then yeah, just keep doing. Like, I'm just trying to work on mechanics. To be honest with you. Well, I thought that was in. To be honest with you, I'm starting to definitely not get sick of Rocket League, but I'm starting to get burnt out at just running comp. So I kind of want to focus on stuff that's making me feel like I'm burnt out in comp, which is a lot of my poor mechanics is what's making me feel kind of burnt. If the truck was 6 inches longer, you need Class B. Forgot about length. That's not even supposed to be like a pun or like a joke or a euphemism. Like, literally, I just forgot it. That length went into the classification of that. Your bronze teammate made you bum out after 2 games. Yeah, understandable. Are you calling your Champ 3 teammates a bronze teammate, or are you actually on your alt account finally? Oh, that did something really weird. That was goofy. Champ 3 teammates. Alright, let's go run a rings. I was thinking about, like, next time I ran a rings map, it was going to be a new one. Getting on a different rings map. But I really wasn't in the mood to try and find a new one. Yeah, bro, 6 inches, right? Like, if you're saying if the truck was that much longer, right? If the truck was that much longer, you would need a CDL. Or a Class B morale. Yeah, I'm on the same page. Don't you worry, Randy. I know what you're talking about. Whew, it is hot. I might have to open the window behind me too. We're running the heater because it's like 30 degrees outside right now. Why am I trolling this early in the map? What the hell? So real talk, are you enjoying that? It's 42 right now. Yeah, I don't know how cold it actually is. It got really cold last night. I think it got down to like 23 where we were at. I don't know the actual temperature right now. It's not quite in the not quite 30 yet. Being a little dramatic. It's probably right around the same. Okay, Google. What's the temperature outside? Hey, it says it's 42 degrees where I'm at as well. Although that's not exactly where I'm at. That's just where the closest weather station is. I am about 800 feet in elevation higher than where that weather station is. So it's usually about like 3 degrees cooler. So maybe it's like 39 outside. We have one of those at-home weather stations, so I could go check, but that's too much effort. Maybe it's, 40 degrees. I'm digging it though, dude. It's been so hot this year that I am totally okay with a little bit of a change. We're 6,000 feet above sea level. Yeah, I know. You're a lot higher than I am. You're a lot higher up than I am. Oh, for sure. No, for sure, Randy. So the real question is, you said it has you said it has air brakes, but the real question is, does it have Jake brakes? Because that's all that really matters. Does the dump truck that you're driving have Jake brakes? Do you get to do the fun thing or not? Is really what that comes down to. Also, how new is the truck? Is it a manual still, or do you got one of those fancy automatic Peterbilts? Oh, I'm trolling. I'm sorry, guys. Don't judge me. Okay, this whole dying before level 20 thing has started to become a fairly regular thing for me, and I'm not okay with it. .2024 automatic. Tragic. Well, actually, that's not the worst thing. Dealing with an automatic, that's not the worst thing. Especially on a truck that size, no big deal. Like, if you were driving a bigger truck, it would be probably a little bit nicer to have a manual. But the tragedy is that you don't have Jake brakes. Because Jake brakes are... It's like the certain little button, the certain little switch that I'm probably not allowed to talk about on Twitch that a certain federal agency doesn't want you to have on a certain piece of personal property. It's a giggle switch. That's all it is. Oh, no, for sure. I know that feeling for sure, Shadow. The whole, like, you go down to sea level, and, like, you can run so much longer. You can do so much better at, like, lower elevations. So when you go down for, like, I remember when we would do, like, sports, and we'd go to, like, either games or meets or whatever sport I was in at the time. And it was in, like, California. We always did so good because you pretty much just get free elevation training. You know what? That's fair. That's a big point there, Randy. I will give you that for sure. Having to deal with any sort of automatic or excuse me, any sort of manual in Cali traffic, especially if you have to deal with like, you know, a real rig that has like splitters and stuff, must be such a pain in California traffic. Like any traffic, honestly, or obviously, but you know, California traffic is the subject here. Right, no, exactly, Shadow. The whole Olympic training center. Makes sense for sure. Train your athletes at altitude. I mean, that's been a thing for like over 50 years. I like it. It comes with like its benefits and its drawbacks of being at altitude, because yes, you have more stamina going lower, and once you're acclimated to altitude and you're in shape at altitude, you feel fine, but you still never really feel like you're getting enough air when you're like fully exerting yourself. That's nuts, Randy. Not enjoyable. I am sure having an automatic in that situation is so much nicer. Saves you from having to, well, I guess it depends on what the traffic is. Like if it's bumper to bumper and you're in an automatic or you're in a manual and you're not like moving, whatever, you know, throw it in neutral, no big deal. Kind of just hang out until you start moving. But if it's like that slow moving bumper to bumper traffic that's like kind of trickling, that's such a pain, because you gotta you're constantly just pressed in on the clutch, and yeah, I can't imagine that that's fun. 3 hours to go 55 miles. Oof. No, thank you, sir. Not my cup of tea. So you said you're also running the loader at the yard. You like that as well? Or do you prefer being in the truck? Also, I guess, what kind of loader are you running? Cat, I would assume, but what kind of loader? How big a loader they got you going on? Actually, tell me it's not a cat. Tell me it's something cool, like a JCB or something. I've been seeing a lot of JCBs hitting the United States lately. For those of you who don't know, JCB is like the European, mainly like specifically the British version of Caterpillar. Pretty much the same equipment. I mean, it's a completely different manufacturer and everything, but offers the same type of equipment for the most part, at least for like day-to-day stuff. I don't think JCB really gets into mining, but I could be wrong about that. But from what I do know, mines across the world are pretty much running Komatsu and Cat, with like the exception of like Thies or Thice. I think it's Thies. But that's when you get into like big boy stuff, and most of the time Thies is like either specialty trucks like coal trucks, or like, what is it, like the 600-ton excavators. I don't think it's that much. I think they're like 140-ton excavators. Rocking both painted gold explosions on that preset. What was the second painted gold explosion color that you got? You told me about the orange. What was the other one? Understandable. I'll have to see it in person. I like it. We have 2 JCB loaders. Oh, so you are JCB throughout like the whole yard. Let's go. That's kind of sick, dude. I was thinking I was reaching, saying, you know, give me something cool like a JCB. That's pretty sick. I wonder why. Like, maybe you know, maybe you don't. But like, do you know? Like, it seems within like the last 3 to 5 years, there's been a drastic uptick in the amount of JCBs in the US. Do you know, like, is that a price thing or? Give me a second. I forgot to unmute myself. Went open that window is what I was saying. Give me a second. I want to see something. I'm not going to have a webcam for a second. Yeah. Where's Big Mac? I don't know.
He just followed me in.
Oh, he's right here. I present to you one kitty. We gotta do the obligatory purr session. Oh, he's feeling a little feisty though.
Yeah, he was fighting with me in the bedroom.
Purr for the fellas, buddy. Yeah, we're not getting a purr today. It's weird. There it is. Yeah. Alright, like I said, yeah, we're not going to have video for just a second. I'm kind of testing something here. We still do have gameplay, though. Mac would beat you in a 1v1? Oh, for sure. He's dirty, dude. He would pull out all the what's it called? No bars held or something like that. I don't remember what the expression is. Bro, demo chases 24/7. Yeah, exactly. The tech on them is superior. Really? So they just have better essentially like UI, huh? On those JCBs, they just have a better user interface, operator interface. That's interesting. Jeez, we're struggling now. I feel like level 2 always makes me struggle because it's like, especially if you're not warmed up. It's kind of a technical map, or a technical level, and if you're not warmed up, it's kind of tricky. I didn't actually think that was going to be in. Yeah, no, dude. Mac would be demo chasing 24/7. If he's not chasing the ball, he's chasing you. 100%. Yeah, that's really interesting, Randy. I've never been in a piece of JCB equipment. I've been in cats, obviously. Pretty much everything that we have domestically, just at least some piece of equipment or another. I've never been in a JCB. There's a full digital display that tells you the weight of the material. Yeah, but so do new cats. I think that's just a standard now, unless it's something different, like proprietary to what JCB is doing. Cats have that too. Komatsu's do as well. New ones, obviously. How so? What do you mean he was vibing? Because I feel like beast mode. First of all, I didn't know that beast mode streamed, and second of all, I feel like that dude's just always on, as far as gameplay goes. So it depends on what you mean. That he was vibing. You're saying that beast mode has a better vibe than I do? You calling me out, bro? You calling out my vibes? It's probably true. Bro started dancing. Yeah, some of these, streamers, that's kind of one of the things that a lot of like successful streamers have that just usually isn't my personality, is a lot of these guys are super charismatic in a kind of goofy way, and I'm just not usually that kind of person. I'm not saying it like you were comparing me to his stream. I get what you're saying, that it was just a vibe. But kind of a separate point. Some of these guys are just like, that's kind of what gives them success, is they just have a natural entertainment factor to them. Yeah, I think a lot of the newer ones, Randy,